Hello, boys, girls. I take a line between. Sorry, Rory lost a tough on this. What if Izuku might have lost Bago in the attack on the training camp, and is in the was in the hospital, asked either Rosie to help him find the Nomu or Bago, which she did help him, along with Kirishima, Shoto, and Ida, who's essentially just a chaperone. And Izuku was trying to ask Shoto for some help with the whole personality thing, because he cannot hear any of his personalities. Also, the heroes raided the League of Villains base, and Bago teleported out of there. And yeah, that essentially catches everything up. Anyways, All Might is very confused and runs like 5 kilometers towards. Listen, he finds All For One the way that he usually does, Kay. I kind of forgot what he did in order to find All For One. Pretty sure he just ran around like a madman. With Izuku seeing All For One, saying, "Wow, that was a close one. Almost got you. Now, everybody, guard him." With, like, a few minutes later, like 3 minutes, because All Might's fast as hell, and the distance between All For One and him is basically nothing compared to All Might. Have you seen how high he jumps? Anyways, Izuku's getting pissed as he grabs onto the hilt of his broken medieval sword, which he still has, for some reason, Black Whip wrapped around it. With All For One saying, "Okay, shoot." As he sees heroes, well, give him 5 minutes tops. As he punches one of the heroes, as he said, "Lasted longer than I thought." With everybody kind of being scared, with Izuku just being angry, and him, with Izuku saying, "Quick question, can you make guns, Yarozu?" As she shakes her head no, because she hasn't tried any firearms actually besides the cannon. I mean, she can technically make guns and things. Wait a second. That gives me an idea. Yeah, Rosie, can you make a nuke? As she yells at him, "No! If I do that, then the preceding radiation, and not to mention the huge explosion, will kill countless of people." Yeah, I know, it's kind of a long shot anyways. That was kind of the last resort. What is wrong with you? A lot of things, which is why I need my therapist. Oh, All Might. Hello? I'm surprised you managed to find me. Well, it's pretty easy when there's a literal gigantic source of carnage around here. I mean, yeah, okay, I guess, but still. As All For One brings up his hand and fires a ginormous pressurized thing. What does he do? Like an air cannon. Yeah, he punches air cannon with his overly buff fist. As All Might does his usual stick and punches it straight back using brute force. With Izuku thinking, I could probably take this time to save Kachan. Or I could just kill All For One. I do not. Midoriya, killing is frowned upon in this civilization. 2 words. Hosu City. I will shut up now. Also, how come that becomes my character trait now? Because it's a standing joke. Or running gag. As Izuku looks inside of the broken Nomu thing, as he thinks, oh, sweet, a wrench. I'm sorry, but did you just pick that up with your hand? You don't know where it's been. Who cares? As the fight with All For One and All Might proceeds somewhat like canon, with them kind of trading blows, with Izuku taking the time to activate his new acquired quirk, Smoke Screen. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Puff of smoke, as Izuku grabs Mako out of the way while knocking out the villains with the blunt end of his needle. He hits them with a wrench, okay? He hits him with a dirty-ass wrench that has been in who knows where. Izuku brings him towards the others as he says, everybody, run! Midoriya, what about you? Yeah, Izuku, what about you? Okay, first of all, why'd you call me Izuku for a second? I was trying to be more friendly. Well, I don't really feel comfortable about people calling me Izuku, but thanks. Anyways, please leave. I'm gonna help All Might. Oh yeah, and how are you gonna do that? Also, get your hand off of my goddamn mouth. Yeah, you licked my hand. Still, you think I'm gonna leave you alone with this shit? You're crazy. Thought you'd say that. Izuku knocks Mako unconscious with a punch. Now take him and leave him. I got work to do. I'm sorry, but I feel like you're trying to be cool and it's not working. Can you please just leave? Okay. As All Might is starting to cough out some blood. Doesn't this bring back old memories, Toshi? You shouldn't say that. Oh, really? Well, here's a little eye-opener for you. As Izuku comes in saying, Shigaraki Tomura is Nana Shimura's grandson, isn't he? And how did you know that? Easy. I've talked with her. And how did you do that? By coming back from the dead? No, actually, all for one. I mean, one for all. Once again, why do people always get those two quirks confused? I have all for one. You two have one for all. It's really annoying. Yeah, well, long story short, I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, I'm assuming you're the source of that smoke screen. You'd be correct. I have a question, though. How did you acquire so many quarks? Do you have all for one? Okay, you know for a fact that I have all for one. I know, I was trying to be funny and distract you so I could buy myself some time. As Izuku just says, believe it or not, one for all can store quarks so much like all for one. As Izuku takes off his hoodie and glasses, which he was wearing before, and brings out his broken sword and the wrench still in his pocket. Let's move! Or, I believe it's Let's Boogie. Yeah, that. Oh, finally, we get to fight again. Honestly, this was starting to get boring and I was gonna hit one of you when you weren't looking. Anyways, as All For One creates a ginormous fist thing and cocks it back and punches the air as it's going straight for All Might, Izuku brings out his sword. His broken sword and tries hitting it like a baseball bat. Tries baseballing it, but it doesn't work and ends up just breaking it even more. With Izuku going in and running and trying to hit All For One with his broken medieval sword. Goddamn. As All Might is going in for a ginormous punch, as Gran Torino's face pops up. Oh, shit. Toshi, why'd you do that? That hurt. Listen, Gran Torino, I really need your help right now. As Izuku grabs Gran Torino by the collar and pulls. As Gran Torino flies out of the portal thing before it closes. Goddamn, you're lucky that I'm so small. You're almost as small as grape shit. Who? Sounds like an idiot. He is. As Izuku says, now go save people and possibly ask them to bring my Odachi. Because this thing is not doing great. As Izuku brings towards his sword hilt, which barely has a blade. On it! As Gran Torino runs. Due to his old age, it takes him a while to get there. As Izuku and All Might are holding off All For One. With Deku mainly being the one holding off All For One while All Might poofs back into his skinny form. As people are recording. As most of the people are vacant from the area, but there are still a few, with Izuku managing to hold off All For One as he's forced to use the Black Whip form, which really starts hurting after a few minutes. With him laying back on his arms and having Black Whip not tense up near them as he uses his legs, he's gonna shoot style him. With Izuku kicking All For One in the head as his head spins around 3 times as it looks forward and says, ow, that hurt. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say you tried killing me. All For One spins his head back around towards the correct area as it heals. Luckily, my healing factor was super good. Or else that would have been possible. As Deku just looks at him with anger. As he goes in for a sword slice. As it kind of cuts All For One a little bit in the neck as it quickly heals within like a few seconds. With Izuku saying, screw it! As he hits All For One in the face with his fist as his Darth Vader-esque mask breaks. As after that, Deku spins around with his sword blade, with his broken sword in hand as he shoves it into All For One's skull. As some fragments stay in there. Well, I see you're trying to give me essentially a brain tumor. Exactly, if I can't beat you physically, I can at least beat your brains out. Let me rephrase that. I'm gonna give you a tumor. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't really work. How come? As I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the little some of the shards of the blade that were broken off pop out of All For One, and they are particularly big ones. Izuku thinks, okay, I know I broke some smaller ones. That means he can't heal them. With Izuku holding him off, with Gran Torino coming back as it's been like 10 minutes. He really had to push his little heart. His old man heart. As Izuku breaks the last of his blade. As he just throws the hilt at All For One. Ow. Okay, did you really think that was gonna work? No, I thought this would work as Deku brings out his wrench. As he throws it at All For One as it lands in his mouth. Disgusting, you little brat! I'm gonna kill you! You probably know where that thing has been, don't you? So many dirty machines! God damn it, I'm gonna have a disease! As Gran Torino throws Izuku's Odachi at him as Izuku runs and grabs it. As Izuku yells, well, to be fair, that was all just a distraction so I could get this. And goddamn, it's been a long fight. I'm starting to get tired. Well, well, well. Not like that's gonna help you. Anyways, let's leave it off, Wolf. Hey, everybody.